Okay, so last time was a bit of a weird one. I'm gonna be going through Classic with Ice Climbers right now, just because. So let me explain something that you probably already know. I'm explaining this almost for my own benefit at this point, because here's the story. I am now recording this after I recorded the previous section, obviously, but before I have recorded the post-commentary for that section. So I don't actually know what I'm going to be saying in the segment before this. I'm going to try my best to explain what happened to the previous one, so you've presumably listened to that by now, and I hopefully did a good job of explaining it, because I'm not going to freaking dwell on it. But, either way, I'm just going to kind of show off another character here, because why not? The last one, again, this is getting into stuff that I really shouldn't be talking about, because I know that I'm going to have said it in the previous video, but, I wanted to show off several characters. Break the targets. Hold on. This is one of the more interesting break the targets levels. It's obviously based off the original Ice Climber game, which I've only ever played because of NES Remix, and it fricking sucks ass. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember, like, this is one of those levels that I've actually practiced quite a bit, but because of the fact that I practiced it like 5 years ago, I don't remember the strategy to get through it, so yeah, it's not really doing me any good. But yeah, anyway, my eventual goal is to like kind of do a single player like playthrough with each character once, like on screen, I mean. And since there's not very many classic mode characters that I've actually done it with yet, I'm gonna have to do several of them in this batch of High Octorok. I didn't know it was you. I don't know, it's kind of unnecessary, because the whole point of it was basically so that the playthrough isn't like 90% cut out, and so that I can say stuff about the characters, but honestly I don't have that much to say. I think my brief time with playing some of the characters in the event mode. Damn it, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, Blastoise and Squirtle. Okay. But yeah, my brief time playing with some of the characters in the event mode kind of got my thoughts out on most of them. Like I've already said about Ice Climbers, that they're not my best by any means. I can do okay with them, but I don't know how to do anything advanced. I know that, like, you can do, like, crazy desyncing stuff and chain grabbing and stuff like that, but I don't know how to frickin' do it. I've never even really watched anybody do it successfully, so I'm not even sure what exactly it entails. But all I need to know is that you're able to get 2 hits on people instead of 1, and that there makes it kind of worthwhile. But yeah, as for okay, now I'll actually mention this because it probably needed to be said at some point. I've mentioned in previous segments about like the whole Ice Climbers being cut from the new game, that kind of stuff, and people have wondered like if it was actually done because of 3DS limitations. Also, Nana just died. And I'm pretty sure that there is an interview that Sakurai actually did go on record saying that he was able to get them to work in the Wii U version, and then because the 3DS couldn't handle them, he had them removed. And, like, they could have very easily still been in the Wii U version, but they were removed specifically because he wanted them to have the same roster, which is bullshit, but no, that's pretty much my sentence. It's kind of bullshit. So hopefully there'll be, like, DLC or something, but I don't know. I mean, it's, as I've already said, I'm not going to be terribly broken up if they aren't in the game in any fashion, because while they are a unique character to play as, it's not one that I'm going to lose any sleep over. Never look back. I thought that meant you never changed directions, and I very clearly did. No, it's a bit strange. Alright, so... That's the thing, is like, I can pretty much get out everything that I want to say about them in like a couple minutes, so it's a good thing that Classic Mode is quick. Hence why I should probably do more of these and less of Adventure. All-Star, I think, is kind of in between. It's been a long time since I've played through it, but I'm pretty sure it takes longer than Classic does. Could be wrong. Either way, I've still got quite a few of these to get through. So, not gonna waste any time. Next up is Kirby, I think. I never remember if it's Kirby or Samus next on the character select screen. Guess that's something I can unnecessarily talk about here. It's not going to be anything interesting, but apparently Sakurai's wife makes the character select screens, or at least helps with them. Melee's is by far the most, or the worst organized out of all the games, though the fourth game isn't a whole lot better. But the first game, the starting 8 characters are sorted by release date, basically. It goes Mario, Donkey Kong, which technically I don't know if that would be accurate, because Mario and Donkey Kong debuted in the same game, and the game is called Donkey Kong, but whatever. Mario, then Donkey Kong, then Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, and then the secret characters just kind of fill in their spots. So that one worked fine. Then Brawls is kind of interesting because it sorts the series by like columns, and I think it works pretty well. It follows the same pattern like across the top row, and then it kind of fills out towards the bottom. Then I hate calling it just the fourth game, but I don't want to say Super Smash Brothers for like Nintendo 3DS and Wii U. Like it's SSB4. But yeah, that one once again does go by release date. It's kind of a bit different though. It like does multi-character series. It basically starts with Mario because he's the first chronologically out of this series that have multiple characters, and then it goes to Donkey Kong and etc. like all the way up until the end, and then it basically just uses the single character series to fill in the gaps. Except there's like a few places where it fucks up because it groups Yoshi and Wario with the Mario series, which they technically are, but they're also considered separate, so I don't know what's up with that. If you're going to consider them separate, at least put Yoshi at the end, but he's, like, mixed in with them for some reason. Then there's the clones kind of get their own section for some reason, and then there's just the fact that Shulk is randomly on the bottom row with the third parties when he should be after Wii Fit Trainer, but I don't know. But yeah, then this game's just kind of a mess. Holy shit, I am sucking at this. Birdo. I'm gonna get that Birdo trophy one day. You're not gonna actually see the footage for it, but in the previous video, I struggled to get that Birdo trophy and freaking failed miserably. Actually, you might see the footage. I don't remember if that's being included or not. Yeah, and as I was saying, Melee screen doesn't really make any sense. It's just kind of grouped randomly, and when you unlock Luigi, he like migrates to the top row and moves Pikachu down to the bottom row so that Pikachu can be by the other unlockable Pokemon. It's just kind of weird. So now that I've talked about the organization of the character select screen for like 5 minutes, I've already bitched about the fact that I don't like how Kirby plays in this game, but he seems to be holding his own here. Maybe it's because the characters are designed to die in one hit, but that could just be a meaningless coincidence. He's not that bad. I wish he hit a little bit harder. I will... Oh, gotta get that thing. I will attempt to prove myself wrong here and actually take the top row. Once again, in the previous video, I hopefully mentioned this at some point, I learned that taking the top row is nearly always a mistake. I have never successfully gotten through this thing by taking this row because it just kind of sucks. It's mainly that part right there. I always get hit by those spikes. Obviously, since Kirby can jump multiple times, I guess that makes it a lot easier. Still doesn't mean I'm going to make it, though. Let's see. Come on. Come on. I don't want to risk it. I might have been able to make that, but I'd rather get 4 coins than mess up and get none. And can we suicide? Yep. Oh, come on, really? Oh, never mind, she died anyway. Tried to float like a lead balloon, which they actually did in Mythbusters once. That was kind of cool. I don't know how a hand can laugh. This is what I'm going to take away from this fight. I'll call that one a success. So, I'm trying to think how many characters I still have left to do after this. There's Samus, Zelda, I already did Link, then there's Young Link, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and then Marth. I think that's it. Because I don't have Pichu or Roy or Mewtwo or Game & Watch, so... it's not too many more, I guess. Might as well show the bulk of those, I don't know. I'll just keep going until I run out of anything to talk about. Or until I die of heat exhaustion. Because we have a strange problem here. Once it becomes cold outside, it basically becomes a constant fight for temperature. Because our apartment has heating in it, but it's really shitty. And, what ends up happening is, like, the actual apartment building, like, turns on the heat in the hallway, and it kind of, like, leaks into the individual, like, homes. And just that by itself is enough to kind of make it really freaking annoyingly hot. Once it's not, like, once it gets to, like, actually, like, winter and snow weather, that's fine. But right now, it's, like, it's fall, it's not that cold out, there doesn't need to be heat on, and yet there's heat on. So it's way too freaking hot. And so, I have the door closed while I'm recording, just because it makes me feel better. I don't know, don't ask. But that also, like, I can't close the door all the way because I have a wireless signal receiver thing for internet. I don't know what you call that. Like, the wireless dongle thing for picking up Wi-Fi. I have that taped to the door frame. Because if it's just sticking into the computer normally, it doesn't, like, reach. So, I have this really stupid ghetto setup here, and I can't close the door all the way, is what I'm trying to get across. And if I leave the window open in here, it causes weird air pressure shit to happen, and then it makes the door constantly open and close, so I have to have the door closed and the window closed, and it's freaking hot in here. That was a very long story to explain that. This will just be the rambling episode. I could probably also start to devolve into talking about, like, characters that I think should have gotten in, but I had like a 2-hour video on that, so I will probably resort to that later. I didn't get to see what was in the Pokeball. I am sad now. Giant Link! Oh, just the existence of Link in general reminds me. I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors lately. We did a, like, trying it out video that I think ended up on Brenna's channel. I never freaking watch what she uploads, so I assume it got uploaded. But yeah, we tried that out, didn't really know what the hell we were doing, and eventually learned what the hell we were doing. It's fun. It's freaking mindless, but it's actually very fun. I've been doing this thing where I go through the levels in the story mode and, like, make it a point to kill absolutely every last living thing on the level, which takes freaking forever. And I don't know why I do it. I call it the Mario Sunshine syndrome because it's like how when I play that game I have to clean every last bit of paint off the level. So it's basically like if there's a single dot of red on the map before I finish the level, then I need to rectify this. So, now that I'm close to the end, I'll talk a bit about Samus's moveset here. She has kind of a weird arsenal, because the up smash is, oh, I didn't realize I had a gun. The up smash is just this fire thing, which works against low-level stuff like these guys, but otherwise it's just basically for racking up damage. You can't really kill anybody with it, so you have to use the up tilt for that. And then the down A is just this freaking explosion that you create at your feet that I usually forget is as good of a move as it is. It's worth using. Also, I'm sorry if I keep tapping the freaking control stick, like, directly in the microphone. I should probably try to not do that. Take all of the lava damage possible. If this was Super Metroid, I would go down in that lava and shoot the wall, and there would be a random power-up in it. I hate that power-up in Super Metroid. It's like the stupidest one. Come on. Come on. Book it! Thank God. Just barely made that. Strange to see a character that doesn't have, that has like a non-metal thing in their artwork there. Here, explosion foot, go. Yow, hot bees. By not saying that in the voice, people will not know what that is from.
Oh, hot mama! Yow, hot bees!
No, they would, because whenever I make a reference to anything, it's always Homestar. Except for when it's not. So, let's see. I guess I'll show Zelda / Sheik, and then, I'll not show a couple until the end. Because I am rapidly running out of things to talk about. Yeah. I'm also still dreading going into the no damage clear run with Marth, because chances are pretty good I'm not going to be getting that on my first try, or my 8th try. If this was actually a speedrun, I would consider that a speedrun killer. But hey, it's got to be done eventually. And that is not a funny image. I like when the images are funny. Okay, so I'll kind of switch between these every round just to have something different to do. Because, it's like I'm already forgetting what I've talked about, but, I believe the way the character is supposed to work is that you're supposed to rack up damage with Sheik and then switch to Zelda for the kill. But, the reason that that doesn't really work is because Zelda doesn't actually have that many kill moves. And the ones that she does are, like, really specific sweet spots that are really hard to hit with. But, yeah, So once I can kill off Link here, hopefully, let me switch. Because I'm going to want to be a Sheik for the... oh, jeez, what the hell happened there? I don't think I realized I had a bunny hood. Yeah, you're going to want to be Sheik for the break the targets level. Oh, come on. Also, just random Triforces, which they put 3 of for some reason. It's like some stupid crap that I would do in Victim's Adventure. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Nope, whatever. And I can do this. And there we go. Not too bad. I do like how Sheik controls in Hyrule Warriors. It's an interesting game. And by interesting, I mean completely freaking mindless, but it's whatever. I'm actually surprised at how differently the characters do control in that. I expected it to kind of just be continuously hit Y and win, but there are actually combos and stuff, and every character kind of has like their own gimmick. Okay. Man, that was freaking fast. Alright, I will randomly... No, I will not switch to Zelda for this. That would probably be bad. But yeah, Sheik's gimmick is that you, like, each one of the special combo moves that you can do has a certain element attached to it, and then after you use that, you can play the harp and, like, basically create a, like, surrounding effect. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not always a surrounding effect. It's like if you have water, you get surrounded with this watery barrier, which I actually still don't know what it does. The fire one kind of just makes this fire pillar shoot out of the ground. The electric one gives you this electric shield. There's some different stuff you can do. It's kind of cool. I still think it's weird how... So, I mean, I don't have all the characters unlocked, but so far we have, like, 10 or so, and only 3 of them are male, which is, like, the exact opposite problem that most video games have. It's just, I find it weird. I don't know. I am automatically sexist for noticing it. No, I probably actually am. And explosion, and dying. Oh, I surprisingly did not die there. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, wait, let's change here. It'll probably be a good idea. So I wonder if the timer in here actually depends on which character you start as. Right there, that was the ball Kirby trophy. Most lazy trophy in the game. Sheik has a weird running animation. What I was actually originally going to be saying is, this has been mentioned in the Hyrule Warriors, like, Nintendo Direct reaction video and stuff, but, like, if you didn't watch that, which I don't blame you, they really frickin' go out of their way to hide the fact that Sheik is Zelda in disguise in that game. Like, they keep it a secret until about halfway through the game, and then it's supposed to be, like, this big reveal. And it's just frickin' weird, because, like, who the hell doesn't know that yet? I guess if you play the Dynasty Warrior series, pick up that game, and you've never played a single Zelda game, or single Super Smash Bros. Game, or never went on the internet, then you might not know that, but I don't know, it's just weird. So yeah, this will be the last of the characters that I actually show on screen here, because I've already gone through with Link, and young Link is kind of the same thing. Except he is faster and a better character, in my opinion at least. Still have a live reaction to the Break the Targets level, though. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and cut here, because I don't have anything else to say about the credits and stuff.